be here today and see so many familiar faces. Statistically, they say that public speaking is feared worse or more than death, okay? And right now, I brought my notes just in case. I mean, not that I'm afraid of public speaking. I think I'm more, oops, so sweet. I think I'm more afraid of death right now. We'll leave it at that. I wear a lot of hats as a cannabis activist, and I've been doing this for, I guess, about 11 years now. I started out with Mark Emery with the BC Marijuana Party, and Mick Mann already spoke about that, a party to be very proud of, that we still have. I'm the Vice President and Financial Agent, and we'll keep that party going just in case we need to recruit a whole pile of people and beat those damn Liberals and Green Party and the Conservatives and all those people that won't get cannabis legal. They will, and I'm hoping that will happen. I'm also Director of Marketing and Sales for Treating Yourself magazine. I have a show on YouTube called Michelle's Medicinal Marijuana, where I spend about 5 minutes trying to educate the world about medicinal cannabis and how to get involved. I have Crohn's disease. That's why I got into this. I quit a 10-year bank career because it was time to tell everybody that you can turn to alternative medicine, that you don't have to succumb to what I did, was 2 massive surgeries, a lot of pharmaceuticals that just about killed me, and it was time to make a change, and marijuana was the answer. And I have been pharmaceutical free now since 1995, I believe. Woo! But something absolutely catastrophic happened a few years ago. I would have never expected in a million years. On top of being up for extradition with Mark Emery in 2005, which was a death sentence at the beginning, we were facing a 30 years to life. That put me in a position of going, oh my God, now what? We fought this hard to try and get cannabis legal. Now the nasty DEA and John Walters want to see us in jail. So what do? Do I crawl into a wall, take a bunch of pharmaceuticals and hide, or do I fight even harder than I've ever fought in my entire life? And that's what I've been doing, is fighting harder and harder and harder. And during that time, God gave me a strange little gift, and that's called cancer. And what a gift that has been. I have stage 3 melanoma cancer. This is hereditary. I wish they would have told me this when I was 12 years old when my father died. But no one was talking about it in 1983. No one said that you had to go get your moles checked out, and no one said it was hereditary. There wasn't the World Wide Web, and all of a sudden I get this mole in my back that's turned a funny color, and it starts bleeding, and you better go get that checked out, my husband says. I think you need to have that removed. And well, he was absolutely right. After finding out about a week and a half later, it was melanoma. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll just need another little surgery, no big deal. It was a big deal. That little surgery went into an excavation of my back. I have a line about 4 or 5 inches long and a dissection of about the size of a couple of grapefruits. Pulled me right in, so I got a back lift for free. For all those women out there that have saggy backs, oh hey, it just pushed me much more forward. Then, they found out one of the lymph nodes in my neck was positive. So I thought, oh my God, now what? I was told if all the lymph nodes in my neck were positive, I could be given a 6-month death sentence. So I had to have a radical neck dissection surgery where they slit open half of my neck, pulled all those lymph nodes out. And I had to wait. I had to wait patiently for weeks to find out whether or not I was going to live or die. And during this entire time, I said to myself, God, karma, who's ever upstairs, is trying to once again, through me, prove that cannabis saves lives. I mean, you would never know. None of you right now. I had surgery 10 days ago. My cancer came back. I had a nice big excavation out of my shoulder here. It's painful as hell. But I'm here today. Would any of you ever think that I'm not well? But as cocky as it sounds, you have to get strength inside yourself. Cancer, disease, illness is a very lonely place. It doesn't matter if you have a husband or a mother or friends or a community. It's a very scary, lonely environment to be in because it's your body that's being invaded. You are the one that is being attacked and being told that radiation and chemotherapy does not work for melanoma. There are only 4 stages, okay, 4 stages. Mine is stage 3. So great. So the only thing that works for this is the constantly chopping, the chopping of the body until it's all out. We have to be proactive with our health. Never be embarrassed or ashamed of your body parts or the way you look. Talk about yourself. If you feel that something's not working right in your system, talk to a friend, ask some questions. If you're having chronic diarrhea, the shits, talk to somebody. Something's not right, okay? Or if you're constantly constipated. I mean, these are things that people need to engage in and talk about. We need to get back involved with our community. Talk to our neighbors. Since having all of this happen, I don't know where I'm at right now. I have not gotten the results of this past surgery. So I've had a CAT scan, and hopefully I'll find out next week what's happening, and I'm hoping I will have no more surgeries. But I've been able to prove to others that you can be confident, you can be inspiring, you can still work full-time and volunteer full-time and give to others. On top of being a marijuana activist, I've gone into the social justice work, as I like to call it. I feel it's very important that as responsible cannabis consumers that we are role models to our community so people can trust us. You're going to hear David Bratzer speak from the RCMP. We've had a terrible, terrible distrust with our community. And that distrust we can't have in the cannabis community, and that's something that we're stigmatized. We are stigmatized as growers, as producers, so we have to constantly battle. But we have to battle respectfully and rationally. And we have to tell our community that we are responsible people. I live in a community of about 80,000 people, sorry, 80,000 people in Maple Ridge. And 4 years ago when we came into that community, it was a nice place to be, okay? I'm on the West Coast Express, I can get downtown, I can go shop in my local areas and walk everywhere, but something very sad happened. A bunch of marginalized prostitutes started coming into the area I live in. And every day, whether I'd go to the post office to send out my t-shirts or magazine or go to the gym, I would see these downtrodden, filthy prostitutes who have not had a bath, who have not had any help, and are there to subsidize